Hello and welcome. This is day 5 of BOOKMAS, and today I'm here to talk about some of my favorite authors of the year that were new to me. I did read a lot of books from some authors that I've never read from before, and it's generally very exciting. So I just have a few of these authors. I have 7 of these authors that I wanted to talk about, and this is a topic from 7 on Sunday that I kind of stole and I wanted to talk about them all. The first one I really want to talk about is Frederick Bachman. Reading A Man Called Ove was just such a long story. Like, it took so much time to get through it because it was a very slow-paced book, but it was so worth it. Bachman has this way of telling his stories in a way that will make you feel so much for the characters that are involved in the story. When it came to A Man Called Ove, you just felt so much for Ove, and then it came to, I think, another one, like a non-fiction book of his, you really felt a lot for Frederick Bachman himself, and just the way that he writes about love in general is just so adorable. I absolutely love this author so much. I'm so looking forward to reading a lot from Frederick Bachman in the future. I think he has just a lot of potential for me, I guess. I genuinely enjoy him as an author. I think it's really good. So yeah, very excited to have found him. The next one I want to talk about is TJ Klune. Oh my goodness, I know people always like hyped him up so much, especially this year, I think. But The House in the Cerulean Sea was the first book that I read, and I devoured that book. I so loved it. I thought it was just such a unique premise, and the way that everything is written, you can't help yourself but fall in love with these characters. You just feel so much attachment towards them. They're just such endearing characters in general. They're just so nice to read from them, and the growth that each character has and the relationships that they have is just so nice. It's very humorous, but at the same time it'll make you bawl your eyes out. That's how TJ Klune kind of writes. So I have read 2 books from him in this year. I read The House in the Cerulean Sea and also read Under the Whispering Door. Personally, I like The House in the Cerulean Sea a little bit better because of the familial feeling it had. I had such a lovely time reading it, and I cannot recommend this author enough to people. He was just such a fun author to read from. It's lovely. His stories are so lovely. It'll make you feel so good. I will really hold that author to my heart for a very long time. The next one I was actually surprised at is an author of thriller books, which is B.A. Paris. I actually ended up reading a bunch of B.A. Paris's books this year, and I read it because of Rachel from Let Me in the Library, and I'm really glad I actually picked this author up because it became like a very fast favorite. Wait, hold on. I didn't start reading B.A. Paris this year. I started reading it last year. Can we pretend like this author is new to me? That's what we're gonna do. This author is new to me. I'm pretty sure I read a bunch of books from her last year. You know what? It's totally fine. We're just gonna ignore the fact that it's not a new author to me, but I still loved all the books that this author has written. I think B.A. Paris has just a very unique style in writing. It just immerses you into the book. I really enjoy the way that she writes. I just realized she's not a new author to me. It's fine, you guys, let's move on. The next one I wanted to really talk about was Jessie Q. Sutanto. I don't know if she's written anything else. I think this is her debut novel that I read, which is Dial A For Aunties. It is the cutest, funniest story. I really enjoyed reading this book. I'm so looking forward to the next one in the series. It has such a lovely family bond within the characters. This girl who has 3 aunties and her mom as well, who are just like very close knitted, and it gives you more of an intro into Asian culture and their like wedding planners. It's just really humorous and just very lovely to read from. The romance in here was actually kind of cute. I actually enjoyed it, but I know some people would not like it. I kind of understand why they wouldn't like it, but it's just such a lovely and fun, fast-paced book with like a murder mystery thing going on. It's really fun. I would really recommend you guys to pick this one up. It's just so good. I absolutely adore this author. I cannot wait to read more from her. The next one that I was personally very new to reading was Jessica Townsend, who wrote Nevermoor. I know people have been really raving about this series for a really long time, and I just never got around to it until this year. It's just so whimsical, the way that the characters are written. Some of the characters, I think the other one is Jupiter North, and that was in this book. Such a funny character to read from. I love the way that he was portrayed in the book. Morgan Crow herself, obviously she makes mistakes. She's a human and she's a child, so The mistakes that she makes are also very endearing. The friendships that she makes is just very sweet. She just really wants to feel a family bonding, and she tries so hard to get through it, and it's just so cute. I absolutely adore this entire story. I'm really looking forward to reading the rest of the series. I just haven't got around to it, but I'm super pumped about what she has brought forth. And yeah, it's a really good author, really whimsical middle grade fantasy. So good. Really enjoyed it. The next one I wanted to talk about with Elizabeth Lim. She wrote 6 Crimson Cranes, and oh my goodness, I absolutely love that book. I thought it was such a fun book. Basically, we have this princess who gets cursed in a way that no one recognizes her, and all 6 of her brothers turn into cranes, and if she utters a single word, one of them is going to die. That's how the premise is. She has to break the curse and live happily, I guess, and it just takes a lot of work, and it was so fun. It was really fast paced. It just kept you on the edge of your seat. That's how Elizabeth Lim kind of gave this story life. I think it was just really unique. It was really fun. I am looking forward to the rest of the series, so I'm super pumped about this author as well. Really excited that I read something from her. And the final one that I want to talk about is Julie Berry, who wrote Lovely War. This one was such a unique story, and it is being told from multiple perspectives, mainly from Aphrodite, who truly believes in love, but personally she cannot fall in love herself, and essentially she's talking about a bunch of different characters and their romances, and it is set in wartime, so obviously Ares is involved, and there's obviously going to be death and sadness, and that's all involved, but at the same time there's so much hope and love in this world. It is just so adorable. It's such a good story. It is very unique in my personal opinion, and I really enjoyed reading from this author. I'm really looking forward to reading some more from her. I don't know if she has anything else out. It was just such a lovely, fun story. That's why it's called Lovely War. By the end of the book, you just feel so many feelings. You cry, you laugh, you just feel so much love. I know some people found it a little cringy with like the gods talking to each other and stuff like that, but personally I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very unique way of telling a story, and I genuinely really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what Julie Berry has in store for us. Okay guys, those were the 7 authors that I was really excited to read from and that were new to me, except B.A. Paris, but we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Ansu. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time with another one. Until then, I'll talk to you in the comments. Bye!